Open my eyes, I slept through the day. Slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away. Push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today. Feel like today, let's do it again, let's go on a date. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about. So we can dine and spend up all our hoes. Let's forget that we broke. I wanna celebrate and have some fun tonight. I wanna show you all the lavish things in life. So raise your toast for all the good times that we'll have. It'll be like the movies, be like the movies. Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Might be the gin that's gone to
Good
my
morning.
head.
So I've just finished 4 days of nights from pediatric emergency department. So yeah, I did some exciting stuff actually, and I've got to go for my driving lessons, and it's because I have to change my Malaysian license to the Australian ones, and they sort of give you 6 months to convert it, and if not, probably you're just driving the invalid license. So I'm just gonna go to a place where it's just like 1.5 hours from my place here, trying to get my driving test done as soon as possible before I move to the next hospital, because I'll just have to drive to the next hospital, and without car it's going to be really expensive, and you'll have to take the Uber or other ride sharing apps, and it's just going to be expensive as well, and I'll have to buy a car as well. That's just another pain as well. So yeah, these two things I'll need to sort it out before I start my next rotation. And by the way, I'm just going to another emergency department, but right now I'm in pediatrics. I'm going to adults next, so this is gonna be interesting because the last time I did emergency for adults was, I've had cardiac emergency mainly for cardiac cases, but a proper emergency where you see all the cases will be during my internship. So yeah, it might be interesting because plus I'm going to a place where there'll be a lot of trauma as well. It's not a trauma center, but it's just you get to see fractures and lots of breaks probably. So you just get to fix them and get some skills, and yeah, we go from there.
Always by your side. I'll be always by your side. Through shifting skies and endless miles, I walk with you through every trial. And it's enough, I gotta say. It's super important, we all need a place where we can just check in, kick back, unwind, surrounded by widows that feel like mine. These are the people
To get my driving test done. First time I've done the test. Fortunately, I passed thanks to the driving instructor who gave a few lessons as well, and it's really helpful. So even if you're an avid driver and you drive every day, you'll need to know the steps and show that you know how to drive. There's tips and tricks to show the instructors as well during the test. Right now, got into my new term as a third-year doctor. This is more of an adult emergency. It's a really good learning. You get to see common conditions back again, various range of cases. Instead of just a specific population or a specific age group, you get to see a wide range of age group from the oldies to the young kids to the really small ones. One of the new updates I've got is I've got a new car. So if you don't know, I've got a new Camry. I got it under 10 grand. It's actually a second-hand car, but for me it's a new car. 2 years back when I was in Perth, I bought a car. What happened is that the car broke down after 6 months. Bought it for 17 grand. 19 grand including warranty. Apparently the warranty is useless. Bought from this dealer. Car broke down in a way when I was going to a rural rotation. I had no car. I had to rent a car. That was pretty tough. Starting off, as a junior doctor, first year in a new country, and then your car breaking down. It's sort of hell, but those times have passed, and it's good to be back having a car. Some positive and negative sides of having a car. Negative side, sometimes you tend to walk less and use your body less. For example, go to the grocery that's like 1 kilometer away. I used to use car all the time to get to groceries, but while I was not having my car, I've been just walking, and you don't feel that's the distance anyways, because in Melbourne here it doesn't really get really hot. Temperature's around 20 degrees. You just walk, and it takes about 10 minutes to reach the grocery store to and fro. You sort of get your daily workout done as well. So it's really good. One of the plus sides of having not having a car. Last time having a car, you get to go to places which are you don't get public transportation access. For example, to some beaches around. If you were to go to a rural area, you need to get to the main train station, and then from there on you'll have to rent a car, and there might not be services to reach to the rural area. So yeah, a bit of a mix of both. I would say that for those who are starting off a job or so, try to save up some money. Try not to get a loan. I feel if possible, try not to loan a car, because down the run it's going to be an expense for you. Best is to buy it through cash, maybe work for 6 months or so. Use the public transport as much as possible. I guess it depends where you live as well. If public transportation is not really good, then best to save up earlier to get a car. And if you have no choice but to get a loan anyways, then try to take as little loan as possible, because down the run I feel it's not worth. If you can save up some money, that's always the best rather than loaning. For those who are trying to buy a car in Australia, make sure that you are buying from a reputable dealer. And so I bought from a reputable dealer. So what happened is that you get covered by the Australian consumer law. Whatever happens, you get to deal with them and make sure you get your refund if there's injustice that's happened. And one of the ways is to always check. Even you don't have warranty, if the car is faulty when you bought it, you're always covered by the Australian consumer protection. What happened to me is that the engine broke down within 6 months. I had to file a complaint to the Australia's consumer protection for my refund after 8 months of multiple exchanges of emails between the dealer, seller. Eventually I had to go to Australian consumer protection and file a complaint there. I had to move states at the same time. I was dealing all this in another state, which makes it much more complicated. End of the day, I got my money back. I bought it for 19 grand. I got my 12 grand back after depreciation. But hey, there's something instead of nothing. If you got any questions in terms of purchasing a car, make sure to comment below. I'll try to answer.
The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. And I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said.
She's got here for a jog to Albert Park around the Melbourne Museum together with Zaha and Nigal, two of our classmates here. So, going for a run on the weekend, since all of us are free, to get this heart pumping, get some sweat off, and enjoy the ride as well. It's a bright day out here, 24 degrees, nice weather. So at last we got here to Albert Park. Right in the back here is the park. And we're going to do a 5 kilometer run. Hopefully we get this one run. So we're at the 1 kilometer to go. The thing is that I haven't run in quite a long time, so I've been hitting really high heart rate after probably 300 or 400 meters. I can take a rest. That's what I'm doing right now. All in all, it's a good jog. I've not been running for the last few months, so it takes a longer time to complete the whole run. But as long as it gets the heart pumping, gets the job done. So we're going to do the next run somewhere in another park and continue the tradition.